Today on Brilliance Business TV, we have Jeannetta Collier. Jeannetta is the founder and CEO of the Imaginary Glass Ceiling LLC, a business she initially started to help women navigate through corporate policies from the mailroom to the C-suites, and if interested, start their own businesses. She has facilitated numerous startups and helped them to grow to new heights by helping business owners shift their mindsets with proven business strategies. She turned women into game changers, teaching them how to thrive in business and in life. Stay tuned. Welcome to Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. We have a wonderful guest today. She's a great friend of mine, Jeannetta Collier. Jeannetta helps her clients to become more aware of their self-worth and gain clarity in their personal and business lives. She really is about empowering and lifting women up. She's a true inspiration. So stay where you are. We are streaming live on MSP News Global.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and we're also streaming through the E360 TV network under Fresh Takes, going out to Apple TV, Fire TV, Android TV, Roku TV, and many more. I just want to make an official shout out to our show sponsors, and we have a new show sponsor. So I want to say a big hello to the Dreamweaver Artist Ranch, who are now the official sponsor of Brilliance Business TV. So let's bring in our incredible guest, Jeannetta Collier.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Jeannetta, I am really looking forward to a conversation with you today. You wear so many different hats. You're a successful businesswoman, a producer, and author. We will go into all the little things that you do, Jeannetta, but could you just share a little bit about your background and past that has led you to do the work that you're doing today?
Yes. But first, let me say thank you for having me. I am honored to be here. A little bit about my background. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, with both parents, my mother and father, who always instilled in me and my siblings, my 7 siblings, that we can do and be anything we wanted to.
Yes.
So, of course, I believed it, and I struck out to accomplish my dreams. I went to University of Houston, and then later to University of Phoenix, and there I was a wife, a mother. I was really enjoying my life. I was a teenage mom, so let me say that. And I later got married, and we moved to Arizona, and there I was employed by a wonderful company, but I took ill. And I took greatly ill, where they gave me 6 months to live. At that point in my life, I realized that I had more to do. I wasn't ready to die. I wasn't ready to accept the assignment of death. So I took my life in my own hands, and I started understanding what it is to heal yourself through mind work, through nutrition, through exercise. And I'm here today to tell you that it works. I was diagnosed in 1995, and we're what, in 2001. I'm still here and I'm thriving. After that, I decided that I no longer wanted to be an employee. I wanted to help other people achieve their dreams. And here I am now.
Jeanetta, that's a really inspiring story. A brush with death made you say, I am not ready to leave this planet just yet. You've brushed yourself off, done some self healing inner work, and now you're empowering women. Tell us a little bit about your business now, how you serve your clients in so many different ways.
Well, I have several businesses, as you know. I have three business. One is Jeanetta Collier Enterprises, where I do production work on shows. The other business is Imaginary Glass Ceiling. I do coaching and workshops and training and speaking, and that business house my book, The Best You, which I help women uplift themselves and understand they're more than what their present circumstance, and help them level in their personal life and in their business life through my coaching program. I also have a business called New Blanc Investment LLC, which is an investment business. I invest in startup companies. I also invest in people who are looking to do something or add to their business. I invest in their business. I also invest in real estate and help people invest in real estate, stocks, and things of that nature.
You do wear so many different hats, Jeanetta. My question would be, you're a busy businesswoman. Time management must be so vital to your business. How do you manage wearing so many different hats? Like you, I do different aspects to my business, and I'm getting to that point where it's I need support, I need people to help me. Tell me how you cope with that.
Well, for a long time, I was doing a lot of things by myself because, as you probably know, sometimes we think we are the only people that can do what we can do, and we're not going to do it like anyone else. We're going to do it better. But I
Yes.
quickly realized that I need help. So I needed to align myself with like-minded people who wanted to go on this journey with me of success, who wanted to go on this journey with me of helping other people. So I built a team, and this team is invested. They're invested because I'm doing something that will elevate everyone that's included in the process. So I would suggest for any business owner, when you're ready to pivot, when you're ready to go to that next level, you have to have a team that is invested not only in you, but in your business.
Wise words. As we grow, we need people to keep growing. We can't do it on our own. I have already built a great team of writers, graphics, technical, VA, copywriters, but I'm still getting to that level where I do need extra support as well. And I think to grow, we have to sometimes give away our power to others and trust that people can do it better than us. We just have to trust that process, don't we?
Yes, we do, because we also need to realize there's lanes, and we have to be good in our lane. We can't be good in other people's lanes. So the people that's good in their lane, bring them onto your team and see if they can help you. Collaborate. Collaborate is the key word of the century. We have to collaborate.
I love the word collaborate. I have built my business so much by the power of collaboration. I always say collaboration and not competition, and everybody thrives. I know a topic that is really important to you, and I'd like your thoughts on it. The plight of being a businesswoman or a woman in today's society, Jeanetta.
It is a very heavy plight. One of my business is in real estate, commercial real estate, and I will tell you, it is male heavy dominant. So as a woman, we have to present ourselves in such a way that we're taken seriously. I mean, let's face it, with the social media and everything, and the depiction of how women should be, how they should look, talk, and act, is very hard on us when we're out face to face conducting business. So we as business women have to realize that we have something to say. It's time for us to present ourselves at the table. When we walk into a room, we have to let them know we're here because we have something to say and take us seriously. And we're not this figment of what a woman should be, but we are who we are, and that's good enough.
I love those words, and that's good enough. Do you have you ever faced problems because you're a woman, Jeanetta? And also, then there's the other topic of being a black woman as well. Are these things that have affected you in business personally? Because I do feel we have made a lot of step forwards and a lot of progress, but I'm sure there is work to be done.
Yes. So, yes, it has affected me immensely, being a woman of color. And I'm like a lot of women out there can understand. But one thing I can say that was different for me, even though a lot of doors was closed because of those two things, a lot of doors was open because I kicked it open, because I let them know I am here to be heard. I have something to say. I have something to offer. And once they realized I had something to say and something to offer, the door was open. So for that reason, I would say don't allow being a woman, don't allow being a minority woman, don't allow anything to stop you from kicking that door open. Because when you're ready, you're ready. And they need to hear what you have to say.
I love it. And I like not pushing the door open, literally kicking that door wide open. Now, Jeanetta, you have built $1 million business. I am at a stage in my business where I'm reaching the six-figure threshold.
Mhm.
So obviously, I've always got that ambition, get to seven figures. It used to be six figures. I'm almost reaching that threshold now. So now it's like I want to reach seven figures. You have shared how you support women, uplift them, you've kicked doors open. And I'm sure for a long time that was a dream of yours. I want to be a millionaire. What does that feel like when you check your balances and you add it all up and then you're like, whoa, I've actually made $1 million? How, explain that feeling to us.
It's funny that you said that because yes, I wanted that. I aspired for that. I went after that. I gained it. But the ironic thing about it, the day after I gained it, I was moving on to the next. I was moving on to the next because for me, if my dream is not so big where it doesn't scare me, it's not a dream. So I'm one of those people. I'm just forever trying to top myself year over year, day over day, second over second, to be honest with you. So, yes, I accomplished those things, and I celebrated for a day, and I moved
Yes.
on.
So we build in our mind, oh, when I get there, that's my dream. But the truth of the matter is, whether you're just starting out or whether you're right at the top, the journey never gets finished and the journey never gets done.
Yes, because the competition is with myself.
Yes.
It's with myself. So, like I said, I put dreams out there that are so big that they frighten me. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I said that out loud. Oh my gosh, now I have to accomplish it. So, yes, it is nice to accomplish your dreams, and it feels good. It feels great, but we have to get ready to pivot up, level up to the next level. So, because the more dreams we accomplish, the more dreams we can help with others.
And that's what it's all about. The higher we rise, the more we can help others rise as well. Jeanetta, we're just going to a commercial break, so please stay where you are. Thank you everyone for joining us for part 1 of Brilliance Business TV. We are having a conversation with Jeannetta Collier. She has shared how she had a brush with death. She dusted herself off, did a lot of self-healing. She is now a successful businesswoman, empowering women to rise and shine. Stay tuned for part 2. Welcome back to Brilliance Business TV. We are joined with the incredible Jeannetta Collier. Before the commercial break, Jeannetta shared her personal story of a brush with death. Doing inner work, inner healing has led her to build a $1 million business. She wears many different hats, so I won't list them all here. I'll let Jeannetta share all of her many hats that she does wear. Jeannetta, we have shared a lot of value so far. My next question is, there may be lots of women and men out there that really want to expand without limits. They want to take it right to levels that they may even not believe is possible right now. What do you recommend for people, business women, men in business, ready to expand without limits?
My most recommendation is, don't set limits on yourself. Just because someone else has not done it does not mean you can't do it. A lot of times we ask for advice from people who have not done anything, at least not anything that we're doing. We ask for advice from people on entrepreneurship, and they're not entrepreneurs. We ask for advice on people on how to make $1 million, and they haven't made $1 million. We need to stop asking advice from people who have nothing to offer you in the direction in which you're going. And that may seem crass, or that may seem disrespectful, but think about it. How can you help someone if you haven't helped yourself? You know, when you're on the plane, they always say, put your oxygen mask on first before you put your oxygen mask on someone else. The reason they say that is because if you're laid out in the aisle, how are you going to help anyone else? If you haven't made it to the top of the mountain, how are you going to pull someone else up? So I would say to the business people out there, in your business and professional life, don't set limits, think outside the box, and prepare yourself and make it happen, because it will happen. And if any naysayers, so-called friends or family members saying that you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't have that conversation with them anymore, because they're not going where you're going.
Yes. Very wise words. And when I first started entrepreneurship, Jeanetta, I had lots of close friends, family, people really close to me saying, oh, you should stick to hairdressing. That's what you are good at. Even though I didn't want to be a hairdresser, I'd lost total passion. And sometimes the people closest to you are not the ones that support you when you set out as a new entrepreneur. It's normally people that you don't know that well that are the ones that give you opportunities. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not because they don't want good things for you. Is you are growing outside of them. You're not the same person they knew, so that's uncomfortable for them.
Yes.
And they don't want to be uncomfortable. You know, I heard a gentleman say just the other day, if 0 times a million is 0, and 0 times 1, a million times 1 is a million, why are you hanging out with zeros and hanging out with ones? Because you already came to the table with a million. Why are you hanging out with ones? You need to elevate yourself and hang out with more people who can help you get to where you need to be so you can multiply. And again, it's not because they don't love you, it's because they don't know how and they're scared.
I agree totally. Very, very wise words. Another thing I would like your opinion on. We have been through the global pandemic. I do feel there's lots of light now at the end of the tunnel. We're opening up a lot more now. Travel is still a no-no to the areas I would like to go to. So that's all on hold. But Jeanetta, a lot of businesses have closed down. A lot of people have lost jobs. I think we may have a lot more new entrepreneurs coming into the space. What advice do you have for people that may be watching today who do want to expand and get to those next limits, but maybe they're a little bit scared of the future because of the way the pandemic has affected them and made them have losses? What would your advice be to those people?
Well, my advice to those people would be you never put your eggs in one basket. You always have to have multiple streams of income in
Yes.
order to succeed. You have to look at your expenditures and understand that no matter what goes on in your life, your bills have to be paid. So you need to elevate yourself and position yourself in which you can have multiple streams of income. On my website, I have uh, um, a product that's called Breaking Up with Your 9 to 5 that give you foundational tools and information on how to start a business. Now, I'm not telling anyone out there that if you own a 9 to 5 to walk away from your 9 to 5. I would never tell you that. But what I will tell you is after your 9 to 5, there's other hours in a day that you can be working on your personal business.
Yes.
So don't let anyone tell you that you don't have enough time. Structure yourself, prepare yourself for what may come down the line and start that business. Start that business.
That is so, so true, Jeanetta. My 6 years in entrepreneurship, 4 years of those I carried on, even though it was my own business, I was a freelance hairstylist. I was still self-employed, but it was still very much a job. I was going driving round people's houses, working many, many hours to not earn the kind of money that I wanted. So I was still working a 9 to 5, even though it was my own business. But I built my social media entrepreneurship business alongside the job I didn't want to do anymore. And at times it was so scary. Is this ever going to become a success? But I kept on doing the work, really working hard to doing the job and building the entrepreneurship business, but you have to be persistent, consistent, and keep showing up, knowing at some point all the pieces will fit together. Don't just leave the job and hope it's going to work, even if it takes you 4 years like me. I managed to retire from hairdressing a couple of years ago and I haven't looked back. So those 4 years of hard work were so worth it. Do you understand where I'm coming from there,
Oh,
Jeanetta?
definitely, definitely, because a lot of people see entrepreneurs as this luxury thing. As oh, they get to wake up when they want to, they get to show up when they want to, they make all this money. It is a grind.
Yes,
Entrepreneurship is a grind, but you know why we do it? Because we're passionate about what we do. We're
yes,
passionate about what we do, and we show up. We show up when we don't want to show up. We persevere when we just want to lay down and say it's over. We're there at the job making it happen. And that's what you have to do. If you have a passion, a hobby to do something different, then do it. Because here's what's going to happen. If you don't do it, you're going to regret it. If it scares you, it's going to scare you if you don't do it. If you waste a lot of money, you're going to waste a lot of money if you don't do it. So I say jump out, go for your dreams, even if they're big. And remember earlier I said your dreams have to be bigger, so big where they frighten you. Go for your dreams and make it happen.
I agree totally, Jeanetta. And at the end of the day, you are only giving up on yourself if you don't pursue your passions and your dreams and your goals. Now, Jeanetta, you have a book as well, The Best You. Tell us all about your book.
So my book, The Best You, a 365-day motivational journey, you can kind of see it over my shoulder over here. The book is a journal, and the book helps you with understanding who you are through clarity, through writing. I ask you a question in the book and you write. So each day starts with a Bible verse or a poem or a confirmation or a comment. And then I ask you a question. You write in the book, and after 365 days, you have a journal of your thought process. The beautiful thing about the book is there's no dates in the book. You know, sometimes when you write a journal, you're like, oh my God, I missed day 45. I have to catch up. No, there's no dates. It's just day one, day two, day three. So day one, when you pick it up, is your day one. If day two, you pick it up next month, that's your day two. So the book, the feedback I've gotten on the book is that it's just been tremendous. It has helped people. It has enlightened people. And I will tell you, I wrote this book when I was going through a lot of turmoil in my life, and it helped me. So this book is a catalyst of self-healing, self-help, clarity gaining, and understanding who you are. Not who they say you are, but who you are.
How can our audience get a copy of The Best You?
So you can get a copy of The Best You. You can go to my website, JeannettaCollier.com, go to products. There you will see my book and other products, of course. And also the book is on Barnes& and Noble, Amazon. It's like over 300 places, but I would prefer for you to go to my website. And the reason for that is I will write a special note in the book for you before I ship it out to thank you for ordering the book and pray over the book so you can have long health and prosperity.
Now, Jeanetta, you have a free gift to offer our audience as well to help people gain clarity. It's a download at JeanettaCollier.com. That's JeanettaCollier.com. JeanettaCollier.com. Tell us just a little bit about what they will get with this download, Jeanetta.
Well, a lot of people just kind of fumble through life. A lot of people is tumbling through life, fumbling through life, being the person that they big mama told them they was going to be, being the person that they parents or they grandparents or they friends say, "Oh, you're this." This will help them gain clarity of who they actually is, who the person there actually is. who there actually is. I have to make sure I'm clear on that because a lot of people don't have clarity on who they are. They're just walking through life, living someone else's dream. And this will help them gain clarity on who they are.
I would encourage everyone to grab your free download, Gain Clarity, at JeanettaCollier.com. Jeanetta, thank you so much for being my guest on Brilliance Business TV. I have thoroughly enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed it as well.
Thank you everyone for watching Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business.
Hello everybody, Cyberchuck 2.0 here. I'm so excited to be able to share my vision of Dreamweavers Artist Ranch. They say you can't choose your family. Not only am I saying you can choose your family, you get to thrive with your family here at Dreamweavers Artist Ranch. It's a place for like-minded individuals to come together to share experiences and gain experiences, not only through workshops, through performances, and through exhibits. This is a place where you can disconnect from the outside world and reconnect into a community of people that there is no judgment. There's only support. And this place is an amazing place to grow and to tap into your highest potential and to be able to show off all your talents. This is a place you can come and network and really thrive. I'm so excited for Dreamweavers Artist Ranch. This is a place where dreams actually come true. I love you all so very much. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.